Star Wars Celebration is 4 weeks from today. We are going to be there. We have a podcast panel on Saturday, April 13th at 6 p.m. We are the Resistance Broadcast. Welcome back, everybody. It is another episode of our podcast. This is our Discussion Thursday show. As I just said, we are going to be at Star Wars Celebration, but is George Lucas going to be at Star Wars Celebration? Maybe. We'll get to that in a little bit. And also, who are you? No, I'm not asking who you are. I'm just saying that is our segment that we're going to play later on. It's our guessing game of quotes that I am going to destroy these next two people on. It is James and Lacey. Guys, we are here. The Resistance Broadcast. The base is open. We're here to have a good time. Are you guys ready to play Who Are You later, though?
Do you always call our Thursday episodes discussion episodes?
Not always, no.
Okay, because you just did, and then you're like, we're playing a game and not having a discussion.
There you go. Well, we always have discussions, even if they're small, big, whatever.
That's true. That's true. Lacey, is that true?
It's totally true.
It's totally true.
Guys, I'm ready to win this time.
Okay.
I'm not going to win. I'll just throw that out there.
So yeah, we'll explain the rules later, but make sure you guys play along. We'll give you guys obviously time to think of answers, because we'll be thinking of answers too. And then you can obviously brag and let us know how much better you did than we did. But first, we have to get a little warm-up going here, and we do that in our segment called Will of the Force. And I'm just going to assume Chirrut Imwe is going to usher us in this week instead of a chicken sound.
I fear nothing, for all this, as the Force wills it.
You don't know.
Yeah.
That's the power.
That
you
is
have
the
no
power.
clue.
Yeah.
All right. Will of the Force this week. We got 5 questions. We're going to kick it off with this first one. And John has already kind of alluded to this one. Will George Lucas be at Star Wars Celebration? And John, since you brought it up, I'm going to ask you first. Will he be there?
You know, all day I was thinking no. But being that they're really hammering this home as the end of the Skywalker saga, to me, that's like the end of George Lucas's like legacy with the episodic films. So I'm going to say yes, George will be at Celebration. If anything, it'll be for the Phantom Menace panel on the Monday. But I do think at some point we're going to see George at Celebration and everyone will be happy. Yeah.
Lacey, do you agree with John? Are we going to see George Lucas going, my good friend Ewan is getting his own series?
No, George went to last year's show for the 40th anniversary. He won't be at this year's show. He doesn't go every year, guys. He only goes every once in a while.
All right.
So that's a no Dameron for me.
Yeah.
Which is a character that George did not create. So no Dameron.
Mm-hmm.
I'm inclined to go with what Lacey says, but John actually did have my exact thought, is that this is his last opportunity to really like be there for the end of the Skywalker thing. Like everything past this point, Celebration stuff is not Skywalker related. So this could be his last chance. And his son's coming. Jeb, right?
Jeb?
Jeb, isn't that his name? Jeb Lucas?
I think.
Jet yeah. Lucas?
Jet. Yeah. What about the
He's
Phantom
gonna
Menace
be there.
panel thing? Don't you think he'd be there for that? It's his movie.
Yeah. I think it's possible. So I'm actually going to say yes.
All
right. I think this is the last time he could show up, but Lacey's probably right, unfortunately.
Lonely Island over there, Lacey, with the no Dameron.
Lonely Island.
Always right.
All right, we got our next question coming in from, or our next Will of the Force entry, if you will, coming in from Patreon. This one comes from Admiral Don Boring, and he asks, will we ever see more clone stories or references in the foreseeable future? Now, this is not including the new Clone Wars episode, so forget that stuff, but are we ever going to see more clone specific stories like Fives and all those other characters and stuff? Lacey, I'm jumping to you first for this one. Clone Wars revived? What do you think?
No, I think we're done with the Clone Wars and the clones after the Clone Wars. I just feel like the series that's about to come out, that was announced at San Diego Comic-Con, the continuation of the Clone Wars is the end of it. I can't see any more stories coming from that. I feel like they've played out that era of Star Wars, but maybe that's just me. So no, they will not. We will not.
John, what do you think?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, you get 7 seasons of the Clone Wars. You have Attack of the Clones. You have Kylo Ren talking about Snoke potentially using a clone army. I'm cloned out in Star Wars right now. Enough with the clones. I'm being attacked by the Attack of the Clones. I'm so over it. I am ready to put the end on the Clone Wars and say goodbye to clones in Star Wars. Let's move away from it. So, Don, thank you so much for being a patron. Thanks for being an admiral. Thanks for the question. But I don't think so. I think we're done with the clones after this.
You're the best, Don.
Don, the only thing that trips me up a little bit is the foreseeable future, but I'm still going to say yes. Yeah, obviously. Like, there's absolutely going to be someone that wants to tell a story about a clone trooper that has his own story to tell about. I know, John. John's falling asleep. He just died,
What?
I think.
What?
No, within the Clone Wars, they got into some of this stuff about like people who defect and like they went into hiding or like they lost their memory. I think that there are obviously tons of clone troopers, and I think that someone could be waiting to tell a story that says like, I got this idea for a clone trooper who has this feeling or this understanding of what it means to be a person. It could be a really cool story. So I do think that they are at some point going to tell more stories about the clones specifically, or like one individual clone, and we'll start to feel connected to them.
If they do something about Boba Fett, does that count?
No. But what if a clone shows up in The Mandalorian?
Like Boba Fett?
That counts. No, but that counts.
Boba Fett's going to show up in The Mandalorian.
Okay. So that answers that question. We're going to move on to the next one. This one is about everybody's favorite Sith Lord. Will Darth Vader be seen or heard, John throwing in all these little or heard in any way in episode 9? Not Anakin, but specifically Darth Vader. I'm going to jump in on this one first, and I'm going to say yes. I think that that Darth Vader could make some sort of appearance. Actually, I kind of think no, but I just really want that to happen. But I would think if they did that, I would be the guy in my seat like, this is so cool. That's what I wrote. I think that stuff would be really neat to see, some sort of like revival of his Sith entity. Not Anakin, not the good, not the Jedi, but like bringing back the darkness somehow that is Darth Vader. And I would think like a voice would be a really good way to do that, you know? Even though it'd be weird because his soul would have to be talking through an apparatus. But next up, I'm going to actually jump back to you, Lacey. What do you think? Any chance that we're going to see Darth Vader pop up?
Yeah, I think we're going to see Darth Vader in some type of vision, I bet, or something in episode 9. You can't close out the Skywalker saga without something related to Darth Vader. And I think that we heard the sounds of him in The Force Awakens and her Force vision, so I can't see them not having those sounds or something related to him. A vision, if a glimpse of what happened in the past in episode 9. So yes.
All right, John.
Darth
you look
Vader
like
will.
you're on the no train. Chugga 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 chugga. Here he comes.
I'll do you one better.
What's that?
You're going to see his body.
Oh, he's even going further.
We're going to see how Kylo Ren got the mask. So we're going to see his ashes or whatever. He's going to visit his like grave or something like that.
You think?
Yeah, why not? I'm all about like every time I do a guess on Will of the Force, it's about like a potential flashback. So no, I don't know
The
about
whole movie
that.
is actually a prequel.
I do think it would be cool. Yeah, right. I do think it'd be cool to see how he got the mask. But, I was going into this question thinking no, and I really thought James would say no, and I thought Lacey would really say no. So I'm like so thrown here. But you guys make good points. The whole Force vision thing and the potential for a vision where you could hear his voice, and it's another way
Vader
to
is
get...
different than Anakin. That's where this question got me.
Right. And it's another chance to give James Earl Jones one more last bow as Vader if they give him a new line to deliver or something like that. So I'm gonna ring the bell. The trifecta is here. I'm gonna say he will. You guys convinced me last second there.
All right, guys. Man, I didn't expect that. I thought it was good. I saw that no train coming. All right, our next one is coming from another Patreon, or patron, I should say. This one comes from Lieutenant Darth Hurricane, big fan of the podcast, and then he decided to join the ranks, join the resistance.
Nice.
This week,
Love
his
Darth.
question was, will we see R2-D2 back in an X-Wing in Episode 9? Oh, John, give me your answer on this. Will we see R2-D2 in an X-Wing?
First of all, how'd you not do, speaking of Darth, to segue into Darth Hurricane there? That's what
There you go. Yep. Speaking, I said everybody's favorite Sith Lord was Vader, not Hurricane.
I don't know. When I read that question, I was like, it got me so... it got the old nostalgic member berry vibes going. I got really excited to think about it. But I don't know if they're going to put R2 in an X-Wing if it's not Luke. And I don't think we're going to see Luke in an X-Wing with R2. So, because when he crashed on Octo, he wasn't with him. So I don't think so. I think they're going to keep R2, when it comes to the X-Wing stuff, with Luke. We've only seen him with him, really. So I'm going to say I'm leaning towards a no on that. Though I hope we do see a lot more of R2 in this movie because, damn it, I love R2-D2.
All right, Lacey, do you agree with John? Or are we getting R2 in an X-Wing?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with John. I don't think we're getting R2 back in an X-Wing. He's like Luke's buddy. It's kind of like seeing BB-8 in an X-Wing that's not with Poe. It just doesn't make sense. They're like buddies. So I see R2 either with someone doing hijinks on a space station or at a base somewhere or on the Millennium Falcon. I don't see him hopping in an X-Wing. If he does, this is, again, not what I agree with, but if he was to be in one, it would be with Rey. But other than that, then no, he will not be in an X-Wing in Episode 9.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it all depends on how much fan service you think there will be in this movie. Like if this is 100% the fan service movie, that's a good go-to move, is somehow stick him in the X-Wing. And I just feel like that one, like as perfect as it could be, I think it crosses the line. And it's saying like, this feels weird now, Right. Like it feels like there's that checklist that
you're trying too hard.
Yeah.
That you're trying to make something happen. I mean, R2, like I agree what you were saying, Ray, about it being Ray. I'll take it. Wedge, that doesn't make sense, right?
Nah.
Probably not, no. Lando in an X-Wing, like...
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. It just, I think all around Darth, it doesn't seem to fit, even though it makes perfect sense at the same time. So I think this is going to be a trifecta of the no's on this.
What if they like dabble and like he like little like quote pass the torch type of thing where like BB-8 because of what happened to Poe's X-Wings, he's like hesitant to go in and R2 like shocks him and he jumps up into an X-Wing or something like that, like the old passing of the torch type of thing. Lacey hates it, but when it happens, I mean, there you go. That's actually I was at Pinewood and I saw them filming that. So
no me gusta.
Yeah, that was on those tweets that we got.
All those
last
tweets.
Week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, there was a scene with R2 and Poe or BB-8 and then he shocked him and he got in the X-Wing.
No, wait. I'm supposed to say I saw what is
storyboard.
Yeah, I saw storyboards.
And your friend from Lucasfilm showed you the storyboards.
I saw the storyboards, and we're getting told it right here. Like, get out of here. All right.
I read the script.
My friend's too afraid to post this, so I'm posting it on their behalf.
Yes,
Yeah.
I read the red pages, and I couldn't make a copy of it, so I just remembered it all right here.
All right, guys, we're moving on to the last one. This one has to do with Disney and Lucasfilm. Big surprise. Will Disney and Lucasfilm or / Lucasfilm announce a Solo sequel series, television series, to follow up Solo for Disney Plus in the next year, or say by April of 2020, if there ends up being a celebration next year, which probably won't happen, but that's another Will of the Force question. So we got 1 year, guys. That's the time frame. That's all you get. Are we going to see an announcement for a Solo television sequel? Lacey, I'm asking you first.
Yes, and they're going to announce it at Celebration.
What?
Wait, you mean this celebration?
This celebration?
Yes.
Who have you talked to?
No one. You, John.
What?
Look at your face. What's going on here?
I have nothing.
That was so stupidly confident.
I feel confident about it.
Interesting.
So yes.
So that's series
Disney
3 that they're filming in the UK.
Will announce a Solo sequel series. Wait,
Amelia
is that
Clark
Solo
said you got to
like
come to my
Han
house
Solo?
to shoot it.
Are you kidding? Who? No, Jeff Solo. There's another guy named Jeff, and he went to go sign up with the Empire, and he's like, I don't have a last name either. So the guy was like, okay, we're
All
going to
of
call
the
you
pieces
Jeff
just came
Solo.
together.
I still say yes, but I don't know if I take my statement back about Celebration. I don't
were
know. I
you
got really excited about it.
What were you thinking about?
She thought just like a
Kenobi.
solo series, like a single solo series.
She thought like a standalone series of any ilk.
Yes.
Using the word solo. Oh, I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wow, she's really confident about this. That's why I was like, who'd you talk
I was
to?
thinking Kenobi. I was like, yes,
Oh.
Kenobi, of course. A solo
No.
series, a standalone series. Yeah.
Yes, Han Solo.
Han Solo. I still think that they will announce this. Next Celebration sounds wonderful. Yes.
Do you think there will be a celebration next year, Lacey?
Yes, and I think it will be at Anaheim.
Ooh. Lacey, we have to talk. All right. Is it my turn or your
You
turn?
heard
James?
it here first, folks.
Wow, look at that. Fancy.
All right, John, you get next up on this one. What do you think? Is there any chance that we're going to get a Solo sequel television series? No movies. Get out of here, full-length feature films.
Now, do you mean Han Solo?
Yeah,
Jeff Solo.
Jeff
I do.
Solo. Okay.
Jeff Solo.
Yeah, I can't wait till we start seeing Jeff Solo all of a sudden show up on Twitter everywhere.
No, we're going to make some shirts of Joseph and Jeff, and it's like Snoke and Han.
Joe and Jeff. Yeah.
It's a buddy
Joe
cop
and
show.
Jeff.
You know what, man?
Yeah.
I am going to say yes. You know why? Never tell him the odds. That's why.
Yes.
I do think I think we're gonna give those posters away too. Oh, nice shirt, Lacey. Make Solo 2 happen. I think it is going to happen. And within the next year makes sense because you have Alden. The age still works. So you got to try to get that done before he starts getting too old, where he's almost the same age that Harrison Ford was. Jonas is going to be around. There's not much going to be going on with him doing Chewbacca. So get him back in the suit. It all points to making a lot of sense to me. And I've been saying this. If you're going to make a Cassian Andor series and the Mandalorian random character series, you bring back Han Solo. You bring back Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I do think it's going to happen within the next year. Makes a lot of sense to me, whether there's a celebration or not. So I'm going to say they will.
You say they gotta hurry up and get it done before he gets too old, but tell that to Ewan.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be older.
Not Alec Guinness old.
No, in between though.
Yeah. Well, I'm going a big no on this. As much
Big
as I
no.
think it would be cool, and I think like it's more likely than the movie, as much as that pains me. I think that a Solo TV series would be better. than getting the official movie sequel.
Okay.
Because then it's like, you know, you get your 8 hours with instead of your 2 hours with.
But you still think no?
But I still think no. I think that if they're going to do this, I mean, like 1 year later, like it can ride a little bit. Like, let's figure out what works, because as of right now, on paper, that didn't really work. So let's sort it out and then maybe feel it out in a little while and see if people are interested in maybe getting back to that. Because maybe by that point, you know how Star Wars fans are, like, the prequels suck, and then they like come back to it. The Clone Wars suck, Ahsoka's stupid, and then they all come back to it. You know, it's like there's always kind of these like initial periods where like they're not big fans because it's somehow ruined Star Wars for them, and then we kind of are like, you know what? Now that I take another look, it's like actually pretty cool because like it's pretty awesome and like
Though
so
it wasn't a big box office success. Most fans did like Solo though. So
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I'm going to go with no announcement in the next 365 days.
all right, looks
All
like
right,
we
John.
may have another bet on our hands, Lacey.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, guys. That is it for Will of the Force this week. We are going to send it back over to John so that we can get into our thing. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what it is. A
All
game
right.
show.
Yeah, let the games begin. It is time to play our quote guessing game called Who Are You?
Who are you?
Right. I forget which sound effect James uses. I think it's Lupita, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who are you?
All right, there it is. Okay. So what we do here, I don't know if you guys have listened to us do this segment before, but it is our little competition guessing game where each of us bring quotes to the table from Star Wars movies, Gilleran.
Ahsoka Tano.
Movies. And the others have to guess who said the quote. Now, the rules are we obviously have to verify the accuracy of the quotes before we bring them to the table. We're not allowed to pass on anything when it's multiplayer. So if it's one-on-one, we could do a pass, but if it's two people guessing, you obviously can't pass because the other person is supposed to do it. Hint. You can ask for a hint, but only if both people agree to ask for the hint. Now, correct answers are worth 2 points, but if both people ask for the hint and agree to ask for the hint and they get a hint, it then only becomes worth 1 point. We're each
Question, is there a standardized hint? Like, is the hint always, it's from this movie?
I think it's a gentleman, gentle lady, honor the code type of hint.
I think the hint should be the movie.
Ooh.
That's the thing that makes the most sense to me is like,
You want to do
really
blanket,
narrows it down?
Just, okay. All right, that's fine. We'll do it. We'll see how that plays. But we're still going along with the rules of this thing, so we'll do that. The hint will be what movie it was in, and then from there, 3 rounds. We each are bringing 3 questions to the table. Whoever has the most points at the end is the winner. So you guys voted. We posted a poll and said, who do you guys think will win? And Lacey and I, as we record this, Lacey and I are tied at 37% each. And James at, sorry, buddy, 26%, picking up the rear. But you know what?
Wrong.
To be fair, he didn't do one of them, so it's hard for people to remember James' skills because he did it a while ago.
And Star Wars loves an underdog.
Also, the only one I was on, I lost.
All right, so our records are currently James is 0-1, Lacey is 0-1 with a tie, and I am 1-0 with a tie. So Lacey and I had tied the first time we
No,
were
we
playing this game.
didn't. No, we didn't.
Well, we're not getting back into that because we did. Now it's time to play
You
the game,
assume too
guys.
much.
So,
All right, I'm going to go first.
all right. So yeah. So round 1, I guess James is gonna give us his quote first, and then you guys play along at home. Shout
Okay,
at us
I
if
have
we
to
don't
close
know
my
it.
eyes and
And blah
hear
blah
it.
blah. Let's get it going. The game is on. I guess I'll keep track of the score here. James, fire away, sir.
Okay, I'm going to do this first one, and I'm going to use one of Lacey's rules. So here we go. I've got a bad feeling about this.
See,
Oh, no.
I'm just messing with you guys. That's not my quote.
Oh my God! I was gonna say, like, I could name anybody.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like teasing Lacey because she's like, no, it has to be the person I thought it was. It's like, it could be anybody. Yeah, right. There's no way to get that right. All right. Here's my first one, guys. The real first one. I just wanted to pull that joke because that's a very famous quote that a lot of people say. First one is, that's for the stunt you pulled earlier, you degenerate scum.
Oh my God. I've heard this quote before.
That's for the stunt.
You have heard it. I bet you've seen the movie.
That's for the stunt you pulled earlier.
Shut your mouth.
You degenerate
scum.
Man. I'm trying to think if it's one of those tricky things where it was said in a different language and the subtitle was the quote.
While the time is counting down, I want to give a shout out to Alex Trebek for being awesome his whole life. I wanted to do the do 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 do.
Yes, yeah, Alex Trebek.
But yeah, heard that news. Sorry to throw you guys off a little bit, but all right, trying to give these guys a little bit of time to think.
Can you read it again, please?
Say it in his or her voice.
I'm just kidding. Yeah,
whatever. That's for the stunt you pulled earlier, you degenerate scum.
Man. I'm having a tough time. Lacey, do you have it?
I'm going to guess.
Do you want to do a hint?
No, I want to guess.
Okay.
I never am going to do a hint with you, John.
I know.
All right. That's for the one more time, James, read it to me. And then I'll guess.
That's for the stunt you pulled earlier, you degenerate scum. Listeners, what do you got? Some people know it right away, and some people are like, I know it, and then they're going to be wrong. That's usually me. I'm like,
I'm stuck between two characters, but I think I'm going to go with my gut on this one.
All right.
I have a guess too. So how we doing this?
I don't know. You could write it down, or you guys could both try to say it on the count of three.
We'll say it at the same time.
All right.
If
ready
it
on three.
Up, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Jabba the Hutt.
I didn't hear what Lacey said. What was it?
Hux.
Hux? Nope. Both wrong.
Damn. Who was it?
What is it?
The answer may surprise you. No, it's Kira.
Oh.
Kira said that to Han and
then she gives him the dice.
She punched him.
Yeah, and she gives him the
dice.
dice.
Oh man, that is a good one.
Oh.
That's for that stunt you pulled earlier, you degenerate scum.
Well done.
That was a good one. Good one, James.
All right. Lacey, do you want to go or you want me to go?
I can go.
All right.
Okay, this quote is, I don't wish to disagree, but I think that Count Dooku is behind it.
We don't win. Sounds like a sequel trilogy quote.
I think I got it.
I don't wish to disagree,
but I think that Count Dooku was behind it.
Yeah, I think I got it. I think I got it. It's definitely from The Last Jedi. So we narrowed it down.
Good joke, John.
Can you imagine episode 9, they just bring up Count Dooku. Like, what? Who?
Yeah.
I thought he was a myth.
The crazy thing is that we've talked about this before.
And I bet they're both wrong.
The crazy thing is we've talked about this before is like the sequel trilogy, because it's so fresh in our minds, it's like hard to pick quotes from those. But like then I feel like Rogue One and Solo, I think
the easiest to pick quotes from, or the most difficult would probably be the prequel trilogy. Like Lacey, that's a ripe area.
Can you read it one more time, and then I have my guess?
I don't wish to disagree, but I think that Count Dooku was behind it.
All right, I'm good. James, you good?
Yeah, I'll take my guess.
Man. 1, 2, 3.
Palpatine.
Kenobi.
I heard Kenobi.
I said Palpatine.
You're both wrong.
Oh,
man. Is it? Here's my second guess. My gut that I went against. Mace Windu.
Padme Amidala.
No.
What was the context?
So this time, guys, I wrote down the full scene. So the full scene is Yoda, Padme, and Mace Windu talking about her attack And she said, I don't wish to disagree with you, to Mace Windu, but I think that Count Dooku is behind it. Screw you, John. It was Padme.
What?
right.
So, Attack of the Clones?
I see it.
Attack of the Clones.
And you confirmed that whole line was said in the movie?
Like, all right,
Yes.
let's move on.
Come on. I actually did the research
No,
this time.
I can
Give
hear her
me the
saying
ben-
that now, the end part, but the beginning part, I don't remember. But okay, that works. Wow.
Because he said, Mace Windu says, our intelligent points to disgruntled spice miners on the moons of Naboo. And she says, I don't wish to disagree with you, but I think Count Dooku is behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
sounds familiar to me.
Good.
Guys.
Good.
Padme's back.
Hey, man, Mace Windu was there, so...
Okay, go ahead, John.
All right, ready? Which one should I pick here? Man.
Come on.
Okay. Good. I hate long waits.
Really?
Wait, you know it?
No, that's like...
okay.
You're picking quotes that like... This is a hard one.
I got two again.
I'm just gonna go for it. That's my new way to do it. I'm just gonna go for what I think
Do you
it
need
is.
to hear it again?
Good. I hate long waits.
I hate long waits.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. I'll count to 3 and you guys will fire away. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Han Solo.
That's what I was gonna say. Han Solo.
Wait, you're supposed to say it at the same time.
I thought it. I
is
swear to
that?
God, I thought it. I was gonna say Han Solo. I
Lacey's
swear to
the
God.
queen of controversy on our game
I
here.
thought it, but the funny thing is, when I went like this, I even thought it in my head. I just didn't say it.
Well,
I said Han Solo.
you're lucky you're boboth wrong. So
Okay, well then it's okay then.
no, I'm kidding. You're both right. So it is controversial.
Yay!
It just sounds like something Han Solo would say.
All right. See,
My first guess
that was
was
not
Anakin,
hard at all.
actually.
That was an easy quote.
I know.
Yeah.
I panicked at first.
All right. So after round 1, it's me 0 and James and Lacey 2, tied at 2 each as we head into round 2.
You gotta kick this up.
Now I'll go first this time,
Oh, okay.
and I will say, the day we stop believing democracy can work is the day we lose it.
Prequels.
Dude, my last one was Return of the Jedi. I mean, come on.
No, I know, but it's the prequels that always trip us up because it's like they all said the same crap.
Not
I
even
feel
that.
like-
The quotes are tricky.
Yeah, I feel like all the lines were just like a Mad Lib, interchange one word here. Yeah. So
Can you say it one more time?
The day we stop believing democracy can work is the day we lose it.
I'm stuck between two characters again.
James, where are you at? And where are you guys at as you're listening now? You obviously got all the quotes that we got wrong. You guys are better at this than we are, but here we are on the spot just trying to do this thing.
There's a name that pops into my head, and maybe I should just go with it, but I feel like there's probably somebody else who's saying it. So
Ready?
I'm not pulling anybody else, so I'm just going to go with the person that pops out for me.
Yeah, ready? 1,
Right.
2, 3. Padme
Padme.
Amidala.
Nope.
Yeah.
Is it Mace
Both
Windu?
wrong.
It is Queen of Naboo, Queen Jamilia.
Oh, you son of a...
She's talking to Padme and all them and
Yeah.
about everything that's been going down. So 0 points there for you guys. And we move on to who's going next.
We need to get better. I can go.
Okay.
And then Lacey, you'll go first next round. Oh, wait. No, then you'll be back to back, so you go now.
I'll go. The quote is, he's not in trouble. It's personal.
I am having
He's
a rough
not
time
in
tonight.
trouble. It's
He's not in
personal.
trouble. It's personal. How many do we do each? 3?
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not in
John,
trouble.
what do you got on this one?
It's
Give
personal.
me a hint.
Yeah. I feel like I may need a hint. This is tough. He's not in trouble. It's personal. It doesn't even sound like a Star Wars quote either. It's just so arbitrary. Oh, God. I don't even think anyone out there listening right now knows this. If they do, then jeez, good for you.
I got a stab in the dark.
He's not in trouble. It's personal.
See, I can picture a scenario where like someone might be saying a line like this, and I don't remember that scenario ever happening in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, I'll take a guess. 1, 2, 3. Obi-Wan?
Beckett.
Obi-Wan.
It was Obi-Wan?
It was Obi-Wan in Dex's diner. The lady goes, "Oh, I don't know." And he's like, "Look, he's not in trouble. It's personal." Woo! That was such a guess in the dark for you.
On the board. You know what's
ahead,
funny? I
James.
was thinking Alec Guinness, but I got it. Yeah, it definitely had that Obi-Wan feel to it, but I couldn't pinpoint.
No, it didn't. You just guessed someone.
No, I just couldn't pinpoint why he would say that.
Oh.
I kept picturing someone got grabbed and they're getting pulled away, and then everybody's like looking and they're like, "He's not in trouble. It's personal business." Like
Yeah.
kind of like a bounty hunter kind of thing.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
who would say that? And I was like, Beckett, maybe. But I don't remember that scenario ever happening. Beckett seems like a guy that'd be like, "Mind your own business," kind of thing.
You do sound like Beckett sometimes.
Okay.
I was gonna think of Solo too because of that vibe, but then I was like, Lacey's not gonna hit us with 2 solos in a row.
I didn't do
that's a good
Solo.
point.
I did.
I did Solo.
Oh, you did Solo. Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah,
what's
I did
going on
Kira.
here. All right, so
All right.
what's going on here now?
I'm the next one. All right, you guys ready?
This is the last one for round 2, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, here we go. This is where Chancellor Valorum's strength will disappear.
Oh, I got it.
Do you think, John?
Yep.
Do you really think, John?
No, I don't know. Who knows?
I'll give you a hint. Last Jedi.
The funny thing is, I feel like I read this quote today. Can you say it again?
This is where Chancellor Valorum's strength will disappear.
I'm going to go with the
Trying
guess.
to kill off that dead space. You guys
Yeah,
both?
here. I'm just going to go
John
with it.
says he's got it.
I
Lacey's
thought I
got a
did. Now I'm
guess.
second guessing myself, which is always a mistake. You always go with your instinct.
All right, here we go, guys. You ready? Are we doing it?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
wait.
one.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Wait.
All right.
Wait. Give me 1 second. Wait, hold on. Pause.
Lacey
Pause.
is relentless with her one.
30-second timeout. I got one
It's
shot.
always the person with the quote.
Read it one more time.
Okay.
My God.
I'm going to use the force here.
You're really dragging this one out.
Shush.
This is where Chancellor Valorum's strength will disappear.
What voice is that?
What is the quote again? This is where Chancellor
One.
Valorum's strength will disappear. I'm not going to guess,
One.
so
You can
stop,
even
stop wagging your
receive.
finger.
2, 3.
No. Don't say it because I'm not guessing yet. Don't guess.
All right.
Hold on. I got to let you know when I'm ready because people are still thinking out there too. This is where Chancellor
John.
Valorum's strength will disappear.
You're
All right, now I'm
overthinking it.
ready. Okay.
5,
1,
4,
2,
2.
3. Masamita.
Palpatine.
Sheev Palpatine said it.
Damn it. I was going to guess Palpatine, but I was like, why would he go that simple with it?
I just beat John at a Palpatine quote. If you're listening at home, take a sip for me. Just cheers for me. That not only have I beat John on a Palpatine quote, but also a Padme Amidala quote. Lacey did her homework.
All right, so that's the end of
I'm
round.
afraid my last one will be too easy. Lacey, what do you got?
All right, last
What's
quote.
our standings, Sean? Is it 2-2 to 4?
Yes, Lacey has 4. Is this still round 2?
Nope.
This is round 3. This is the final round.
So it's 4. Lacey has 4. James and I have 2.
All right. Last quote. Maybe you should use your Jedi intuition. To guess who said this.
You should use your Jedi intuition. Jesus. Oh, that's a bad guess. I have a guess. That's a bad guess.
Who could it be? Who could it be?
Who could it be?
That doesn't sound like
Who
I
could
can't.
it be?
It doesn't sound like the word
Who
intuition
could
would
it
ever
be?
have been used in the
Who
original
could it
trilogy.
be? Who could it be? Who could it be? Who could
Shush.
it be?
All right, read it again, Lacey.
Maybe you should use your Jedi intuition. Who could it be? Who could it be? Who could it be? I still can't believe John got a Palpatine quote wrong. Can we just take that in for a second? Viewers at home,
Maybe you should
listeners
use your
at,
Jedi intuition.
at home. John got Shiv babes. Baby shivs.
I was, you know what's funny, James? When I said I knew it, to me it was Palpatine, but I'm like, he wouldn't he wouldn't do Palpatine there. That's why I second guessed myself. It was stupid.
That's how he got you.
Maybe
Are you
you
guys
should
ready?
use your Jedi. No, relax. Jeez,
Come on, go with your gut feelings on this. There
I
should
don't
be a
have
time
one.
limit.
That's the thing. That is the problem. That is the problem we're faced with here. James, should we do a hint?
The problem
Don't
with the
give it
hints
to him.
is
Don't give it to him.
the problem with the hints is like it's gonna give us the movie, but I think we both feel like it's a prequel era.
Maybe you should use your Jedi intuition. All right, I'm just gonna guess.
In order to beat Lacey, we can't do hints anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
1,
Yep.
2.
Padme.
Jango Fett.
Jango Fett and what?
Padme.
Padme said it.
Darn it!
She said it to him in front of the fireplace when he said something like seductive to her, and she was like, maybe you should use your Jedi intuition.
We live in a real world. Come back to it.
Guys, I purposely did 2 Padmes. I was going to do 3 Padmes, but John had a quote from one of the scenes that I chose, and I was like, I can't risk it.
Okay. Who goes now? Me?
Yep. Or James. Whatever you guys want to finish with.
Okay.
Yeah, the last one might as well be between you two because I think I'm out now.
So wait, what does that mean? Should I give mine then, and then you give yours? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Well, I guess I could come back.
You could still come back
Maybe
right
not.
now.
Ready? Army or not, you must realize you are doomed. Now, Lacey, if you want to, need a hint, just
I don't want
I
to
could
hint.
come back.
This is another quote I read today.
I thought hints could be we text the person the hint.
yeah, that's something we could introduce maybe down the line.
That way Lacey gets the hint.
All right, you guys are ready?
She gets an up on getting
Can you do it? Can you read it one more time?
Yeah. Army or not, you must realize you are doomed.
I think I got it.
I read this quote today.
I've heard the quote before.
I mean, we've all heard the quote before.
I know.
But yeah.
I know. That's what Lacey said like at the beginning of this. She's like, I've heard this one.
It's bothering me because like there are certain ones that you read and you're like, I'm not going to use that. But you read the whole scene, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to pick a quote that you're not like, well, they're going to get this like right away.
Right.
Yeah, it's funny. Like you pick a quote and then you throw it out there, and then they look stumped, and you're like, "What?" But then there's some times where you just never know. You really never know. That's what's interesting. That's a big part of this game, picking the quotes. All right, so you guys,
I'm ready.
Okay, one more last time before I make my guess.
So you're saying you want a hint, is what you're saying?
No. I want the quote.
Army or not, you must realize you are doomed.
Oh man, now I'm second guessing myself. Lacey, you got to come up with an answer.
Do you guys need more time? I wonder if the people out there are screaming right now that they know this.
I'm like stumped in the sense of like, who would say that? Because I know in the scenes that I read, certain people were arguing for armies against other people that were against it. So I'm trying to
Sounds like a war.
Yeah, would
A
someone
Star
bad
War.
say this, or would someone good say this? No matter what, you're doomed. Okay, I'm just gonna go with my gut.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Dooku.
Count Dooku.
Oh, both incorrect.
What is it?
Seriously?
General Grievous.
No.
Ah.
To Obi-Wan Kenobi, who then replies, I don't think so.
No, that's a fair quote. I knew it was someone on the bad side. I just couldn't. Okay, go ahead.
I thought it was during that scene where he's got Obi-Wan all pinned up.
You thought
You know
it
what I
was
mean?
Dooku when he has him pinned up? Yeah.
Yeah, when he's got him pinned up and he says, army or not?
It's definitely that type of...
You must realize you're doomed, like the Sith Lord that is taking
I was a little
control
concerned
of
about saying that quote because saying the word army, I feel like automatically pins it to the prequels, and that made me a little nervous. But
It did. It
and you
definitely
guys
did.
you guys were right there. So, but it was interesting. You both said Dooku.
But we're all over the place too, because I said Chancellor Valorum. You guys know that's not.
Oh, that's
sequel
true.
trilogy.
That's true. Yeah.
You know. Yeah. All right, I
All
got
right,
one
James.
more. What's the standings?
All right,
This
so,
is
John.
it's between John and me.
Right now, it's
I'm out. Right.
I have 4. James is out with 2, and Lacey has 4. So it comes down to this. This is what you've all been waiting for here, folks.
Title match.
You voted in
All right,
the
here we go.
poll. You said Lacey and I tied in the results of who would win this thing, and here we are.
No, I
coming
don't
to-
feel bad if
Watch
we're
you guys-
tied. I don't feel bad.
You guys might tie this one.
We may tie this one, and then
I'm kinda scared
we do
now
Need,
it's
we
too
do
easy.
need to make James. If you have an extra quote, maybe we do another one then to break the tie.
I don't, but
No, okay. All
okay.
right,
But here we go.
let's see what happens.
You ready?
No, but go ahead.
The Death Star will be completed on schedule.
I know who it is.
Wow.
The Death Star will be completed on schedule.
I hope this is who I think it is.
Well, obviously. Little Antoine Dance in there.
I know.
This could be in
because
so
I'm going with my
many-
gut, but it could be something different.
This could be in so many movies.
All right.
I almost want to
I
take
thought
it.
it would be maybe too easy.
I almost want to take the hint.
No,
Why? You get the hint too.
I don't want the hint. I'd rather get nothing.
That's weird. You're a Sith then.
I work in absolutes.
James,
All right, let's go.
Read the quote one more time for me.
The Death Star will be completed on schedule.
The Death Star will be completed.
Deal with it, Lacey.
If I have this right, these are going to
Yeah,
be so much
For
better.
sure. Just do all of Resistance transmissions with those on. Oh no. Oh no, guys. I don't have glasses.
Okay.
Are you ready, John?
I guess so. James, count us down because Lacey, her fingers give me anxiety.
All right, I'm doing the countdown.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Orson
Krennic.
Krennic.
Both wrong.
Who was
Good
it? Was
guess,
a random?
though.
Was it a random officer?
Nope.
Was it one of those guys in that round table in Attack
Was
of the
it
Clones or
Tarkin?
something?
Nope.
Tarkin?
You know who said it?
Who? Vader?
Darth Vader.
Oh.
When did he say
He
it?
says
Rogue
it to the
One?
Emperor walking in Return of the Jedi, right?
That's it. Emperor gets off of the shuttle and he says the Death Star will be completed
I should get a
on
point just for
schedule.
knowing exactly when he said it.
Oh, so it was Death Star 2 in Return of the Jedi.
Death Star
Interesting.
2.
Damn. All right, so
People
we
at
ended
home,
in a tie.
I got the exact scene it was in.
Do you want to quickly find one more quote and try to give us another question to break the tie?
No,
I mean,
it's a tie,
since you've
dude.
already cataloged
Till next
ties
time.
in your
So we tied.
thing.
How lame.
It's pretty awesome. I redeemed myself this round, John, didn't I?
You did. You did a good job.
I did not do anything.
All right, so our
I
standings
got one
with it.
right.
our standings as it currently stands, James Baney is 0-2. I am 1-0-2. And Lacey is 0-1-2. So there we are, folks. We're still working on the game. We hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sure you guys knew a lot more of the answers than we did, but being on the spot right here as we recorded is kind of tough. And also just trying to outwit ourselves and second guess ourselves, and also coming up with quotes that we think are fair but also tough. But it's a good time. We hope you enjoyed it. I don't know. Guys, good job. I think we did all right.
Sweet
was
dog.
I
fun.
liked my quotes. I like my Kira quote the best. Although this last one was fun.
That was your best one. That Kira quote got me good. I had no idea.
I thought that last quote was very tricky about the second Death Star. That threw me. But let us know what you guys think about the game. Do you enjoy when we play this? What are your thoughts on it? If we should keep playing it more, hit us up in the comments and all that stuff. But right now, it's time to hear from you guys because we're going to send it over to Lacey. And I think this week we got her, guys. I think there's going to be some chuckles going on here. So let's fire it up. Lacey, it is time. Resistance Transmissions, what do we got?
All right, guys, it's time for Resistance Transmissions. So this is the part of the show that you guys get to be involved, engaged, if you will. Every week, John puts up a crazy, wacky situation. That's for Joël in France.
I could hear that all day.
Yeah. And I read them aloud live. I haven't read these yet. So the situation, I didn't mean to yell, sorry. So the situation is, say a prequel special edition is made and they add one line for Darth Maul to say immediately after he kills Qui-Gon Jinn. What does Maul say? First, Aaron Gould at I am Aaron Gould.
Okay, that's a solid confirmation.
She said, "It's Maul or nothing, sucker."
I like that play on words all day.
Small or nothing, sucker.
Sucker. Next is the prequels are awesome. We agree. At Martin_Long, he says, he got the point. Guys, come on. Next is Broovies with Matt at Broovies with Matt. Way to get your handle. And he said, now he's Qui-Gon.
Excellent. Very good.
Oh my gosh.
like
Next
that.
up is Will Huff Tarkin at Governor Will Huff, who's one of our admirals on Patreon. Thank you, Tarkin. And he
Salute.
says, staring at Obi-Wan, quote, Jedi kebab anyone? Oh,
That
do like
is
a good kebab.
savage right there. That is
savage. Next is Matt Palmer at Matt Palmer 1978, and he says, "You've just been mauled."
He did it.
You've just been mauled.
He posted the guy from like SVU or whatever who like does the one-liner. So he's like, "You've just been mauled."
Like this. You've just been mauled.
Like deal with it. Yeah, yeah.
All right. So
There's our old singer. His name on Call of Duty was Malgoth because he was like a goth, but then it was like Malgoth, like not real, like you know what I mean, like
yeah.
not really goth. But
Yeah.
anyway, but for Call of Duty, he changed it to MAUL because it was like killing. But anyway, every time he would kill someone, he used to scream, "You just got mauled!" So I was thrown back to that.
Next is Darth Hurricane at Darth Hurricane, who's also a Patreon on Patreon. Thank you.
Hey, our favorite Sith Lord.
We do love Darth. He says, so much for your particular set of skills. Aw, taken joke.
Taken burn.
Next is at @my_Millie Falcon. And it said, I found you and I killed you. Another taken joke.
The double takens.
Yeah. Next is Jordan Rennie at Jordan Rennie.
Way to get your
handle. Mm-hmm. Quote, well, this is a crazy, wacky situation. Read by me.
I like it.
Very good.
Well,
is that meta? Is that considered meta? I don't understand.
Kinda.
Yeah.
It would be more meta if like he was reading it.
Okay.
But I mean, that's still pretty fucking fun. Oh, that's pretty funny. You're gonna have to bleep that out. Keep track of the time code and bleep that out. All right. Next is Chris Bertel at Chris Bertel. One down, one to go. Obi-Wan.
Very good.
Next is Craig Gramis at X Gramis. And he says, let Qui-Gons be bygones.
Oh, man.
You guys, these have been some of the most creative ones we've ever had.
Yeah.
Like such plays on words. Okay, and last but not least is
I keep
Peter,
thinking it's going to be the last one because I'm like, that one's pretty good. That's got to be a
Peter
lot. No,
McCluskey at Red P Mac wrote, if you'd looked at the soundtrack, you'd have seen this coming. Qui-Gon pre-orders the soundtrack. He's like, wait, what?
Man.
Oh, man.
Dun, 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 dun.
Spoilers.
Guys, thank you so much for your answers. If you want to be on the show and be a part of Resistance Transmissions, which is honestly one of the fun parts of the show, you can follow us on Twitter at RBATSWNN on Twitter every week. As Jordan Rennie knows, John puts up a crazy, wacky situation, and then you guys get to answer. Most creative, fun, descriptive, interesting answers get put on the show and we give you a shout out. I read your handle. It's a fun time. Back to you, John.
Man, that was good. A couple of those, honestly, I wanted to put up for a vote for the Hall of Fame because I thought they were so damn creative. The first time I read the "Let Qui-Gons be bygones" one, that is just brilliant, Craig. So good job.
I like one down, one to go. Like
that was a late entry. That came in just as after the notes were done. I'm like, I gotta squeeze that in somewhere because that's just really clever. But good stuff. And Lacey, well done surviving that gauntlet right there.
What was the one that got me really? Oh, the answer. Amazing.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oh gosh, that got me so bad. I was crying.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you laughed a lot. And also, we hope you got more of those quote questions than we did. And let us know what you thought about Will of the Force. We gave you our takes. So will they, won't they? We want to know what you guys think. So in the comments, litter the comments with everything you think about what we talked about today on the show. It's been a fun hour. But I do want to especially thank our patrons for all of your support. If you haven't yet, go to patreon.com/resistancebroadcast. Especially, we are only 4 weeks away from Star Wars Celebration, and I can promise you right now, we're going to do some exclusive behind-the-scenes at Celebration videos on our Patreon page just for the patrons, starting at $2 a month. This would be the time to join. As Lacey is showing you on YouTube right now, you can deal with that.
Yeah, man.
I have to give a special thanks to our Patreon generals. That is Adam Odell, Carmelo, and Val Churchkov. Thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are absolutely above and beyond fantastic, so we really appreciate that. And as far as listening to the podcast, guys, always 2 times a week, Mondays and Thursdays, we post them on iTunes, on SoundCloud, on Spotify, and on YouTube, as you may be watching right now. Our subscriber count is growing. We appreciate everyone who is joining us over on the YouTube format, because look at Lacey right now. If you're only listening, you don't realize that she's wearing a hooded sweatshirt and deal with it sunglasses while pointing her finger guns at the camera. It's wild stuff over here. So make sure you're subscribed, though, whether it's any format. Subscribe, and most of all, please share our podcast with friends and family who like Star Wars, even coworkers. Spread the word, as Lacey is hugging a Kylo Ren doll now. Guys, head to Star Wars
Put the glasses
Newsnet.
on him.
Head to StarWarsNewsNet.com. That is our website for all of your latest news, reviews, editorials, information, and more. You guys can find me, John Hoey, over on Twitter at Johnny Hoey, and writing and editing over at Star Wars Newsnet. James, where you at, man? When you're not coughing up a lung.
Right here. I'm right here, John. You can't see me? No, I am on... You can't see me. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Myra Trunks.
Yes.
I want to thank you guys for putting comments on the YouTube. I absolutely love when they pop in because I go, yes, this is awesome. People are commenting and things are happening. This is really cool. I'm really happy with our YouTube, the way it's going right now. So thank you very much for that. And if you don't like that, you can deal with it.
Wow. So James just made some
Wait,
weird...
what is that?
I need
some weird glasses. All right. So now, as I put my shades on, we say, Lacey, where can people talk to you?
All the cool kids that like Star Wars can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Lacey Gilleran, where I talk about serious character discussions. Not really. I just do stuff like this.
Yep.
See you there.
Yes. Right. That is correct. Guys, thank you so much for listening.
This
as
broke
always.
down real fast.
We appreciate it. It gets crazy at the end of our shows. That's why you should always
Mad
listen till the very end of our shows, because you never know what you may miss, truthfully. We're all wearing different forms of shades right now. But one thing we don't do is throw shade.
What is James doing?
Can mine be considered shades? Like if I was in the sun,
You know what
I'd
I'd
just be
say,
like,
James?
these don't work.
You look like, it looks like someone drew with like Microsoft Paint,
Yeah.
like over your
They
eyes.
They look like augmented reality glasses that aren't quite like sitting on there
We
perfectly.
got to get a screen capture of this up somewhere.
But yet you're still surprised by like how they're working.
What is it actually made
Everybody
out of?
who's
'Cause I know
listening
people
on the
wanna know.
audio
Yeah.
is now they've backed out and they're going
Guys,
to YouTube.
can I
to
just
see
say,
what we're
all the
doing.
people on SoundCloud, I thoroughly appreciate you, and I'm so sorry you have to listen to my voice every week.
What about the iTunes people, Lacey? Or Spotify?
iTunes too. Sorry.
Spotify?
All the audio people. You're the best. You're really the best.
Spotify.
All right, guys, that about does it here. So I'll tell you what, enjoy your weekends. We will be back with you guys on Monday morning. Hopefully, maybe we finally have a title to talk about. Maybe. We'll see what JJ brings for us. But if not, we'll give you all the latest news and have a good time as we always do right here on the Resistance Broadcast. And we'll see you around, kids.
We're serious journalists.